I never said I was ready.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
TJ, look, your opinion doesn't matter. You were ready.
No, I'm gonna filibuster this podcast.
Your face is a filibuster.
You're gonna do what to this podcast? That just went completely over my head.
You don't know what a filibuster is? Then again, I'm kind of a politics nerd, but
yeah, repeat that.
It's a filibuster. It's when in the American Congress, in the Senate, you can filibuster a bill by basically going onto the floor and just talking for hours on end until everybody gives up and goes home.
What?
The politics edition of the Shifty Key Podcast.
Brought to you by
TJ1023, here to tell you how the American government works.
Or how Genghis Khan dominated Asia.
So they can just act like a school child and just sit under the table and be like, if nobody sees me, then they're not there. That's messed up.
Or just shout. You know, I don't know how it happens there, but sometimes they show like some scenes from the Brazilian Congress. I shit you not, it's a bunch of people in suits literally yelling at each other and sometimes cursing. It's like kindergarten all over again.
It's the same in the UK.
I didn't mean to bring politics into it. I just wanted to use a term.
TJ, look what you did.
TJ, you're a filibuster. 3, 2, 1.
I'm gonna roll that dildo.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another. God damn it!
Do it again.
3, 2, 1. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Shifty Key Podcast. I'm Luis, aka SpartanSloth, and today we have
TJ1023, aka political candidate number 5.
I'm Tyler, just Tyler. I'm scared of what Giffy's going to do.
Hey, Giffy.
Hello, I'm Giffy.
Wait a minute,
I
was expecting something weird.
It's been a rough day. Moving on.
Talking about rough days, it's been a random day over here.
Oh, yeah.
So much organisation, it's kind of creepy. If you can hear voices in the background, that's my very young nieces that have been dropped around here for a split second or so. They'll be leaving soon. Just so the audience can understand that there's not people being held hostage behind us in the other room. Because you can hear just the occasional sound from them. It's a bit weird.
I don't believe you, Tyler. You're well known for your hostage activities.
Should never believe me. Believing is for
Tyler, the criminal guy.
I don't know.
I don't even believe your real name is Tyler. I've heard from very reliable sources that your name is actually George.
I think it's Taylor.
God.
Wait, your name is George?
No. Let's not make it a thing that I have to justify on the internet as well, guys. I have enough of this in real life.
Okay.
It's a thing. Yeah.
It's Taylor Jorge Francisco Diaz Thompson.
Okay.
Sorry, dude.
So, not because I want to change the subject or anything, topics.
Yeah, so there's something I've been meaning to ask you. Recently, Rooster Speak had a trivia night, and they're really fun. I participated on the Fallout one, and that was a huge blast. And I get it because atomic bombs. Anyway, it was really good. And the other day was the RWBY one, and you won that over a huge difference. How many of those questions were about Blake?
Enough for me to destroy the entire quiz, apparently. No, there was actually... What surprised me about the quiz was I was expecting it to be something like, questions that everyone could kind of get. What's the weapon Ruby has? The name of it. Or the surname of I don't know, velvet, stuff like that. No, it was stuff like how many books are held between Blake and Yang's bed, and how many
Fuck.
lockers fell on the Grim in the Vital Festival arena, the Amity. And I was like, how the hell is anyone supposed to actually know that? And apparently that was the one
Well,
I
how
got
did
right.
you know that?
Look, clearly you've never been to another Rooster Speak trivia night.
No, I haven't. I was expecting it to be, like, hard, but not, like, that hard.
No, it's fun to make people suffer.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. No, there was a thing in the Star Wars trivia night, which was, I believe the questions were written by James. Who's a good lad.
I heard
one of the
stories.
questions was, what is the name of the skeleton that appears in the background of A New Hope when R2 and 3PO are walking through the desert?
Holy shit.
Like the name of the creature?
Yes.
Great Dragon?
I don't think it's a great dragon. I think it's something else. I know it's a kind of dragon. However, I'm not sure of the exact species. Anyways, so that's just sort of how things go. It's fun to watch people suffer.
Yeah.
And guess Toto's Africa for questions, for half points.
There were 2 times where I was shocked where I took a complete shot in the dark against what everyone else was saying. Because when someone answers really quickly and then like 2 or 3 people copy that answer to try and get a point, hoping that it's right. Like, there were 2 times where I was just like, one of the questions was, what is the trim of Mercury's suit in the ballroom episode? And everyone guessed blue. And I was just like, orange? Apparently I was right. I had no idea.
Excellent.
And another one that was like that was, who does Emerald and Cinder try to find in the flashback episode? Everyone was guessing Mercury, and I'm just sitting there going, it's Marcus. I don't know. I've watched that show way too many times. Right at the end, I felt like the only way the score would be fair is if you took the overall score for each individual person and then divide it by the amount of times that person has watched the show, because then I would probably be last.
I see.
That kind of reminds me of, I'm not sure if I ever told this story on the podcast, about what my history teacher in primary school used to do with the students, like pit them against each other. Have I ever told that?
No.
Right, so I used to have this history teacher in primary school, and like one of the things he used to do to grade the students was like sort of this trivia competition that he would split the class in small groups, and each group had to ask questions to the other groups, and if those other groups scored, they would get a point. If they didn't, then the group who asked the question would get a point, or something like that. The thing is, it was fucking brutal. It was a primary school equivalent to Thunderdome, and
oh jeez.
Yes, and it was worth a lot of the grade. I want to say it was a little over 50%, but it was like a huge chunk. And so
you may be reminiscing about primary school life here, but I'm just hearing you pitch an idea for the Shifty Keys channel for later on.
Oh yeah,
split the podcast in half and then be like, right, ask each other questions.
Yeah, let's write that one down, and if it doesn't give me flashbacks, we can probably do it. Seriously though, it was like Thunderdome meets Hunger Games or something. Anyway, so it got to a point that the competition was so strong and people were being such assholes, myself included, because I got the idea first out of everyone, that the material we used, the book, had these images by the side, and it would be like paintings or something, like a painting of someone suing the first American flag ever. and it'll be like, oh, this painting is called blah blah blah, and it was painted by blah blah blah, and during the blah 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 period. So I thought to myself, well, if we can only ask things from the book, then that counts, right? Teacher said yeah, so I started asking a bunch of questions about the paintings. By the time people started using my technique, I was already like so far ahead in the competition that it didn't really matter to me. So yeah, that was a thing.
You thought outside the box. You could have literally said who designed the illustration on the front page, and no one would have probably known.
Yeah, it was stuff like that. Like, what's the name of this painting? Who made that one painting about this thing? Or what is this painting about? Like, name of the painting. Let's say American flag being soon. What is this painting about? You know.
It just gets worse and worse. It was like, what was the name of their pet goldfish? And it's like,
oh yeah,
what?
By the time we got to like 8th grade, which is the last year of primary school here in Brazil, it was a fucking nightmare, dude.
1,000-yard stare.
Look, the long and short of it is that Trivia Night is great, and everyone should show up for Trivia Night.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's really fun.
It is really fun. I saw that they were like, they wanted to host more, but clearly needed more people to actually host these nights. After experiencing one firsthand, I don't want to be responsible for a trivia night just after like...
No, dude, no, it's great. It's great.
Nah.
I've done it. I've hosted a trivia night. It's lots of fun.
The heat that Owen got, I feel like I have to spell out the right Owen for this one, because it's not E-O-I-N.
It's E-O-G-H-A-N. A-N?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
When he was doing his one, like, he was asking, at first, perfectly reasonable questions, and then it went into the, like, closest to the right answer wins question, and it was stuff like, how long was Yang in the air after being knocked through the roof in the food fight? You know, like, stuff like that you're not supposed to know.
That's funny shit, man. Like, it's entertaining.
Apparently it was something like 100 seconds. I was like, damn.
Yeah,
how do you know?
The whole point of, like, you know, hosting trivia nights or hosting fun stuff is to do hilarious shit.
Oh, it
right?
was crazy, though. I would not be able to think that far outside the box.
Like the one I participated, which was Fallout themed, there was a prize, which I got, and it was not being sold as a slave. So, you know, I got that going for me.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I think it was Cuban who hosted that one, and he was like, if the losers will be sold as slaves or something. So I didn't go to Paradise Falls, at least that.
That's not a prize, Luis. Just, you know, just yes, the way that's worded.
Have they ever done a Halo trivia night?
I believe so, yes, but don't let that stop you if you want to host one. You could always do, like, more specific things about Halo. I'm sure people would be pretty amused.
Oh god, what was the hex color of the third weapon you see in the game, or some shit like that?
What is the name of the blue chick?
Oh god.
Wow. Go from some really obscure question to the most obvious question.
Well, to be fair, there are probably quite a few quote-unquote blue chicks in the Halo universe.
And
do Sangeli women count?
Yes. I don't know. I'll be right back. I have somebody trying to get in my room.
Oh dear.
That's either a good thing or a bad thing, really.
Wink.
So,
even though even though you said the questions were difficult, you managed to nail that.
That's mainly because as soon as they were answerable, like, I jumped on it straight away. Like, I feel bad for them because, like, right at the end they said, "Oh, bonus question," and it was like a really obvious one. It was like, in the song Red Like Roses, what color does beauty burn? Can you imagine how quickly...
What color is a rose?
Can you imagine how quickly I typed gold, followed up by like 5 answers that said gold as well? I was just like, yeah, bonus point secured. You know? Weird.
If I could, I'd like to change the topic abruptly.
Good.
Like,
Of
super
course.
abruptly. Mostly because something super cool happened today. And it's very interesting for people like in the creative world, so I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty hyped. A software tool called OpenToonz has just gone open source, which is OpenToonz is the 2D animation program developed by Digital Video and customized by Studio Ghibli.
Holy shit.
So this software can be used by anyone, anywhere, free of charge, whether or not it's commercial, and I think that's really cool because it's really hard to find good free shit for animators. So if you're listening and you've ever wanted to try animation, fucking OpenToonz, get it.
This podcast has to end now because I may have to go download that immediately.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
see ya, people.
I'll give you the link, and you can fucking download that. Whoop.
Alright, that would be much appreciated.
That's perfect timing because I recently got a decent graphics tablet. I say decent graphics tablet because I ordered one probably a month ago and it was terrible, like laggy, buggy, all this, that, and the other. And I sent it back and replaced it with a Wacom Intros, or however you pronounce it.
Oh yeah,
It's really good. It actually does things when I write.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, dude.
Yay. But yeah, like the one thing that I was looking for yesterday was software for me to actually draw on, because it's all well and good having like stuff like Paint and Pixlr and all this, that, and the other, but I wanted to try out as much as I could to see which one works the best, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I gotcha.
In other words, I'm just trying desperately to find one that's got pressure sensitivity, because a lot of them don't. I'm surprised.
Yeah, no, that's pretty standard. One that I use, let me see if I can find the name of it here, is Autodesk Sketchbook.
Yes, I've heard of that one. I just haven't tried it out yet.
It's okay. It's pretty good. I enjoy it. Useful and stuff.
Yeah.
Art.
I tried that. I wanted to call it by its actual name, which is GIMP, but that always sounds dodgy. But
It does sound a little dodgy.
That is the initials of what the hell the program is. They really should rethink that, because when you Google it,
Oh, Tyler.
it's not the best thing to Google, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, buddy.
What's the next
buddy,
program
no.
you use? CUNT?
No, Louise. That's immature. Go to the naughty corner.
Have you ever heard of something called Affinity Photo?
Nope.
It's kind of like a Photoshop clone, but it's a lot better than GIMP. That is to say, it's a lot more user-friendly. I've been using it a lot recently for editing photos and stuff. It's really good, and it's only like $30. And originally it came out for Macs only, but they're pushing it to Windows and whatnot as well.
I may have to give that a look. I love how this has now become a roundtable discussion about what software we're going to use and this, that, and the other. I mean, after that Studio Ghibli software has come out, I'm pretty sure everyone might be using that by the time this podcast gets released. The fact that it's open source. Is there a reason why they set it out as open source? Or did they just go, nah, fuck it, yeah, you guys can have it?
I don't know. I
Definitely can't complain.
have no idea. It's good though.
Yeah.
I guess what the website says is that they are, and I quote, aiming to develop a new platform for connecting the academic research into frontline animation production. So I don't know. I guess when you give people access to software to do shit, they start getting better at doing shit earlier.
Yeah. You're not limited because like of some software that costs like 100, stupid dollars.
$1 million.
Yeah, 100 grand for software. Nah.
Can we talk about like how ridiculous it is that a lot of these, softwares, a lot of the software out there that's like mainstream for companies and whatnot is ridiculously expensive. Yet a lot of those same companies expect people to come in already knowing how to use them, despite the fact that to get said job you need to have. To get the program, you need money. To buy the program, to learn the program, to get the job, which gives you the money.
Look,
it's an endless cycle.
It is an endless cycle, no matter what profession you're in, even if it's not like a software problem. Like, you need to get a job, you need experience, but you have to work to get the experience, and people won't hire you because you don't have experience.
Yeah. It's amazing. The biggest issue I've had with that was I had the opportunity to use Autodesk 3ds Max at my high school, and I used it for 2 years, and I got really, I think, decent at it, and I wanted to keep doing 3D animation and 3D modeling and stuff. But you go on their website, it's over $1,000 to download it.
Oh, ouch.
So, yeah, and then my college doesn't offer any animation courses, so I don't have access to it. So it's awesome.
Rip in peace, buddy.
That's my rant. Now I'm a software engineer.
I think most people are doing it wrong these days. What you need to do, you need to go to a job interview, then the person will be like, wait, but you listed the previous experience at Lemonade Stand when you were 5. And you're like, damn right, bitch. And the person will go, but this is not a previous experience. Then what you do, you issue a Mortal Kombat challenge, you destroy that person, and then you become the head of the company.
Louise, I don't think you've done too many job interviews. I think the second you say, bitch in a job interview, you immediately don't get a job.
Also, I'm pretty sure...
Well, that's why you issue the Mortal Kombat challenge, Tyler.
I'm pretty sure if you rip their spine out through their throat, that's murder. They're not going to hire you for that.
Yeah, it's not one of these medieval things.
Then challenge the police officer for a game of Mortal Kombat. I didn't say, Mortal Kombat, you killed the person. I mean the game. Jesus, TJ and Tyler, get your minds out of the gutter.
Out of all the fighting games you could have used, you use Mortal Kombat, which 90% of the time ends with a fatality.
Yeah.
Well, because it's one of the most famous ones. You can issue a challenge for Street Fighter, but that is not...
You could use Dead or Alive.
You could have used Tekken.
Yeah, but, those two are... I don't know.
Yeah.
You could use Pokkén.
Oh, Pokkén is brilliant. Whoever pitched the idea of Pokkén deserves all the monies.
Pokkén?
It's the best.
What's that?
Pokemon, but pretty much crossed with Tekken.
Oh God!
I thought it was genius.
Sure. Issue a Pokkén challenge then, and then you wreck the boss, and then it's like the person has to give you their job, so you become head of the company, and that's how I own 5 different companies.
That's how he runs the Shifty Keys.
And 2 ones in Mars.
Louis, I don't even. I just thought I'd let you know.
You can.
Gotta control the Burst Empire.
Don't worry. Seriously though, it's a big part of bullshit. This whole thing, you need experience, but to get experience you need a job, but to get a job you need experience. What the fuck? And when people do think about hiring you, it's shitty conditions for no pay at all, or a very meager pay.
Not that I'm complaining too much, but like music producers have it very bad as well, because let's say I want a MIDI sample of a piano. I know a piece of software out there that's amazing that I had free access to that sounds brilliant, but it cost about £350 for a piano sound. You have standard pianos that should come with like Logic Pro 10, but if you want something that sounds amazingly good, it costs so much just for a noise, you know. Like,
And then
it's so bad.
And then people wonder why there are so many ships sailing the sea. If you know what I mean.
I don't. I really don't.
I feel like that's going to be the majority of this podcast. We're going to be talking about stuff, and then Luis is going to confuse us all.
Yeah, that seems fair.
I feel like all of us are going to say something at some point in the podcast.
Let's
it's
just
going to
say
fly over
that
everyone else.
there are some ports and bays you can get goods for a very small price.
Oh, you're talking about pirating. Got you.
Yes, that's what I mean.
Well, then you can't use
I'm not
that for commercial
endorsing
use.
piracy or anything. Not what I mean, but people are like, oh, why don't they buy the original product? Well, motherfucker, because you want, $1,000 for a thing that doesn't really need to cost $1,000. It didn't take $1,000 to make it,
I worry about doing any shit like that just because of like Trojans. Like, it's not even about the integrity of being like, no, I want to pay for it. It's more of the fact that I don't want something to destroy my computer.
Yeah, there's that. Dude, speaking of piracy, there was an article I read the other day that I felt really sorry for the developer. It's like one of those small indie developers, and I can't remember the name of the game for the life of me right now. I think it's something Punch. I'll check it out later and I'll put on the link shitter. But anyway, they sold like a couple of thousand copies, or like 300,000 copies or whatever, which is big, but the game got pirated over 1 million times already. So it's like they lost a lot of money for that. Man, that sucks. Like, that's a lot of money they could be using to grow as a studio, but it's a loss now.
That does suck. I guess the added bonus as well of not really pirating anything is that you can be totally guilt-free about things like that. Because that sucks that you just single-handedly probably destroyed that company or studio because of that. Because there's no way they would have made hardly any profit from that game because of that. That's insane. Luis, you brought the entire podcast down. How dare you?
You let the whole team down.
No, you didn't.
Hey, come on. I'm just giving the news.
Can you imagine if someone pirated the podcast? We wouldn't lose anything.
Can we start a news podcast? Only just have like random news articles from our different respective areas.
We can discuss that possibility, yeah.
Like I live in Florida. It's absolutely nothing but insane news articles.
Random topic change here.
No.
Okay, fine. There won't be a topic change. Fuck you.
Just kidding. Go on.
I recently, because I wasn't on the podcast last week, I went through and edited it, and I was surprised that you two, on your own for about 40-odd minutes or something, did well talking amongst yourselves, Luis and TJ, with no guests whatsoever. But one of the topics you brought up was the GTA 5, playing it online as a newbie. And I have to echo Luis's statements on that. It fucking sucks when you're new to that game and you're trying to just get on with playing and you get griefed. Or, you spend like a fucking hour saving up money or something, and then you buy one thing and it's all fucking gone. Like, it is a very difficult game to get a grip on when you're playing on your own, if that makes sense. Online.
Yeah.
It sucks. They really need to balance out the money.
They do. But unfortunately, they like making money, so...
Well, not even in that way. I just mean stupid stuff like, if I got a card that Simeon wants, you spend maybe, depending on where you pick the car up, it took me like half an hour the other day, because I had police on me. I lost the police, resprayed the car, went to the port that's on the other side of the fucking world to get $7,000. I then go to a store, and half of that $7,000 disappeared on a black pair of boots. Boots, in general, do not cost $4,000, and like, I can't remember which store I went into. I was like,
I mean, they must have been pretty good boots, Tyler.
That's where my OCD hit me. I was just like, I want a black pair of boots to match this suit. And like, every single one in that category was between like $3,000 and $4,000. All they need to do is be like, okay, let's add realistic prices to little things like this that don't affect anything in the game. Sure, have like, I don't know, one pair of boots that are made out of gold and have it cost like $10,000 if you want, but I don't know any fucking pair of boots that are just black that cost about $4,000. It's like stupid.
Yeah, it's like
Grand
inflation is huge, GTA.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about it, they live on an island, so they probably have to get a lot of stuff imported.
Yeah, but fucking UK is an island. You don't see us charging $4,000 for boots. But yeah, it's just one of the small things that bug me, because when you start off new, unless you're starting off with people, it's such a grating experience for a very good game.
Yeah, it's one of the things that I lost a bit of my motivation to play GTA because of that. Like, every once in a while they go like, oh, we are having crazy discounts today, or there is this new event, but it's like, you
can't actually do it.
Yeah, still the boots are gonna cost a lot, or at least I don't know if it's a problem here in Brazil or what, but it's hard to find like a session with people.
Oh yeah.
And when you do, like, even though nearing the level 100, there are still a bunch of fucking assholes in that game. It's like, I just want to drive my goddamn car around. Can you please stop firing a fucking rocket at me all the time?
No.
So, this is the internet.
Yeah. Take your lumps.
The thing that I hate
Take
as well,
your lumps.
Take your lumps. The thing that I hate as well is, like, say if someone kills you. Sometimes I'm willing to let it go and be like, okay, fine, because they don't know that I'm going to not fire at them. It's when they shoot you and it respawns you like 2 feet away from the person that just fucking shot you. It's like, could you not? Could you, like, put me, like, at a reasonable distance from this fucker? Like, they're just going to turn around and kill me again.
I think it's actually like a setting for how far you spawn from people.
I'd best be able to find that setting soon, because fucking sick and tired of that shit.
TJ, more like GTA.
I guess this is going to have to be like a pinky promise for the next GTA game, but if a new GTA game comes out and it has online capabilities, party guys, do you want to start like leveling up together to make it fucking easy to get at least somewhere decent level-wise?
We'll start a freaking chain gang.
I mean, yeah.
No, even better, a biker gang. We'll all buy the $20,000 jackets, the $1 million bikes. Start doing crack.
Wait. TJ.
The good stuff.
Jesus.
Oh wait, you meant it in the game. Oh, never mind. Yeah, we can party up.
Apparently, they are making a new GTA already. It's in development.
Yeah, I'm not too surprised. But Luis, what level?
I also have another article.
What level are you at?
It'll probably be like a couple years.
I want to say I'm like level 98 or 99 or something. I'm really close to 100.
Damn, dude.
And you were saying you were a low level. I'm like level 15.
I don't think I ever said I was a low level. I mean, comparatively, yeah, because there are some people with like level 1,000. You know?
Yeah.
I'm like level 60, and I've been playing. I played a little. I used to play a lot, but dang.
Or maybe I'm level 90. I don't know. And it's a sort of thing like a few months ago, I used to play a lot of GTA, but the rewards are so like they take a while, to give you something.
Yeah. I demand
I did
more
manage to dress
pistachios.
like the Joker once. That was fun.
You know what is a pet peeve of mine in video games? Once more, awkward topic switch. Pet peeve in video games. When you have to follow an NPC somewhere, and their speed is faster than your walking speed, but slower than your running speed. Why do you do that, gaming devs?
Every Assassin's Creed game
Assassin's
ever.
Creed had a bunch of those.
Please save me from video games.
You kind of have to like have Twitch control over like the running button. You're like, nope, wait, yeah, nope, fuck, and I run.
Yeah.
It's like they do it to keep you entertained during the storytelling process. It's like, don't worry, we'll keep you entertained until you get back to the murdering and the pillaging.
Yeah, because if you were walking at the same pace, you would just switch off and not paying attention, right?
Oh, please, you're all complaining for no reason. Are you going to tell me that you have never stopped while following a friend and discussing something, only to start following your friend again a few seconds later? Everyone does that.
No, Luis, I'm one of those guys.
By the way.
I'm one of those guys, and I'm sure that a lot of people do this. That when there's a serious conversation going down, and I find out you can move the camera angle, I just completely blank the person. Like they'll be talking to you, and I just kind of look over at what else is in the room. It's like,
oh yeah.
A massive anti-hero thing to do. They're like, you really need to sort this out. Why are you looking at the light bulb?
Jim, your daughter, she died last night. Yeah, that's cool. Hey, have you seen that wall? It's freaking amazing.
It's like a very
look at that painting. It's also pixelated.
It's like your guy had some weed brownies or something. It's just fascinated by everything.
And heaven forbid if they allow you to walk around in that room when people are talking to you. You really need to sort out this, and you just like walk away and start doing it. It's like, oh god.
So what I've learned today is that storytelling in video games is basically ADD simulator.
Pretty much.
There is I said that that usually happened in Assassin's Creed games. I'm not sure if it still happens. I don't really recall, but I do have a clear memory that it happened in Assassin's Creed 2. But that reminds me that one of my favorite moments in gaming happens in Assassin's Creed 2. Spoiler alert for a pretty old game. There is this one time you go after Ezio's daughter's boyfriend, some dude named Duccio. And you go up to him, they exchange words very quickly, then all of a sudden a button shows up. I think it's X, and it's written interact. Like, all of a sudden, you press it, and out of no fucking where, like, it's really unexpected, Ezio punches the dude in the face. And the way the whole thing is set up, it's so fucking funny to me, because it's really, like, unexpected,
Oh, that's in Assassin's Creed 2, right? With Ezio's sister, like, at the very beginning?
His sister's boyfriend is fucking sleeping around or some shit.
That guy was like one of the best. Like,
that guy was a dick.
Yeah, but I just love having like enemy characters like that. Like it's a guy that just keeps being a thorn in your side, but it's always fun watching him get his ass kicked.
Yeah, and it's like it's not a serious thorn, but he's a annoying thorn.
So he gets the.
It's not like he's not the last boss, but he's an asshole.
He gets the snow treatment from Final Fantasy 13, where he's one of the characters in your party, but he gets his ass kicked constantly. The one redeeming thing about that game.
Which Final Fantasy?
13.
Oh, I haven't played that one.
You really don't have to, but that's the one thing that got me through it.
I'll see if I can find a video of someone beating up snow. Is that it?
Yeah. And make it the GIF.
I'll try to find the GIF.
Also, like, you mentioned how it was like, you said your favorite moment was pressing X to interact and then you beat someone up. I find, like, those kind of situations are getting more and more ridiculous. You know, like the quick time events that really don't need to be fucking quick time events. Like, press X to pay respects. It's like, oh my god, really? This is a thing we're doing now? Fucking hell.
Yeah. It's the sort of thing that if it's during the game, like during the, let's say you interacted with a bunch of things and you shot some enemies and all, then it's like press X to pay your respects or to look at this painting or whatever. You know, is it really necessary? But I mean, it's excusable, I guess. One thing that I really find unnecessary is when there's a cutscene, they interrupt the cutscene just so you can press a button and then trigger another cutscene.
Triggered.
Like, yeah, it's like, dude, just keep going, you know? No need to do that just to say that the game has great playability. Because you have to press X to do something during the cutscene. And yes, Sadler triggered.
I just hate quick time events that are like that, because it's like, oh, you're doing all this. No, you're not. You're sitting down and pressing one button. This is actually a fight that I would love to do with the character, you know, and sit down and show off that I can beat this other dude. But instead, I'm just waiting for a button to come up on the screen and then hit it. It's not that fun, really.
So you're saying you don't like to tap it? Wait.
What was that?
You're saying you don't like to tap
Gotcha,
it?
Kabow wow.
No. Tisn't fun.
Oh, and speaking of games, I started playing the first Borderlands. Finally.
I love.
Yeah. I'm still like in the tutorial missions, but it's been pretty fun so far.
Noob.
What? I started like less than an hour before we started recording, Tyler.
I know. I just, as soon as you said tutorial, I was like, noob. I haven't even played it, to be honest.
Fight me, bro. The one thing I realized that it takes me a while to get used to is like the crosshair speed in shooters. Because at the very beginning, I was shooting everywhere but the enemies in that game. Getting my ass kicked. Fun game, though.
I've heard things, like, decent things about Borderlands, but, like, I've never actually played it. What's, like, the main plot behind it? Because I'm just...
Okay.
I know nothing.
Alright.
Yeah, Giffy might be able to explain better because I'm starting the game now.
Sit yourself down. Auntie Giffy is gonna paint you a word picture, gonna tell you a little tale. So, there's a planet. There's a planet in the way outer rims of the reaches of society or whatever, called Pandora. And Pandora is a shithole. It's just an absolute garbage pit of a planet. It's like swamps and deserts, and frozen ass tundras. It's just the worst. So no one wants to go there except for people who want to like escape from the law and shit. Because no one looks at Pandora because it's basically garbage. Anywho, all that aside, there's a legend about Pandora, and the legend about Pandora is that somewhere on there is a secret vault that could be full of anything. It could be full of alien technology, it could be full of like crazy cool weapons, or it could be full of fucking, treasures and shit. So there are people called vault hunters who go to Pandora and try to look for it. Now, Borderlands 1 is set, it's the earliest occurring game in the series, timeline bullshit. Anywho, features your first 4 set of Vault Hunters, Lilith, Mordecai, Brick, and Roland. And Lilith, Mordecai, Brick, and Roland don't really get a lot of personality in that game, just because, they don't. But they're really fun to play. And basically you go down to Pandora, you show up and you're on a bus and you hear this voice talking to you in your head. And the voice is advising you to, like, go to Firestone, and, like, it tells you to, do a bunch of shit throughout the game. So that happens. Anyways, it's fun. You go, you hunt a vault, you fight the Atlas Corporation, who's struggling for control of the planet. It's great.
I can imagine you, as you're explaining this, like filtering out any possible spoilers in your head every time you go.
I absolutely am.
I appreciate
I can't say this because he hasn't played it yet.
Look, I don't want to be a dickus or anything.
Gotcha. So you have to find a vault. It sounds pretty cool. I'm guessing just like the main enemies are like all the criminals that are, fled to that place.
In a way, yes. Basically everything on that almost everything on that planet is looking to fight you. Like the wildlife is deadly and horrible. The inhabitants are mostly crazy. A lot of the bandits and things on Pandora are just fucking insane. 100%. Just like they're gone mentally. They're just guns.
I don't know.
Yeah, I know there is a quest that it's like a dude requests you shoot him in his face. Like in the middle of combat, he just drops and goes like, "Shoot me in the face."
No,
that's a quest.
That's Borderlands 2. That's Borderlands. Or is it the sequel? I don't know. Anyways, it's a Borderlands game. It's not the first one. His name is Shooty McFace, and he has a sign that says "Shoot me in the face," and he's also screaming about shooting him in the face. And he doesn't die unless you hit him directly in the face, and he's like bouncing around and shit. Anyways, it's the greatest quest in the game. 20 out of 10 would shoot Shooty McFace again.
Not enough water.
Will agree.
That's like the only knowledge I actually had of Borderlands as well, because my brother's been playing the second one, so I'm pretty sure it is Borderlands 2 then. And I walked in on him as he got to just that guy prancing around in front of him, like yelling everything. And he was like, "Here, watch this." And he unplugged his headphones, and this guy is just like babbling on about being shot in the head and like, I was like, what the fuck is this game? That's the only thing I know about it. It was crazy. Sorry if you heard a loud bang there. That's me adjusting where I'm sitting.
Okay.
Sorry. I can make any awkward silence happen if I end a sentence with me shuffling in my seat.
Or you could just put the tumbleweed sound. That was awesome.
Nah. I'm not finding exactly where this is in the podcast to add the tumbleweed sound this time. Jeez.
We should have a tumbleweed counter. JJ.
Too late for that. The podcast has already been released. So how can he do it?
I don't know. Magic. I'm just kidding. Speaking of magic, you guys want to do some questions?
Is there
Yeah,
magic
sure.
involved?
There could be the magic of my questions introduction, for example.
More importantly, is Blake involved? I don't want to get involved if there ain't no Blake. No, I'm joking.
I'm rolling my eyes, just so you know.
We
Good.
could tell.
God damn it, Tyler. Leave Blake alone.
Hey. Make me sound weird.
Anyway, so this question is by Sunny. Oh shit! Wait, I almost forgot. Questions.
What the fuck was
Was that
that?
good? Yeah, that was great. Thank you.
It does different opening themes, but they start going like weird. Yeah.
Oh, just wait
I
until I
see.
get the screamo theme.
I'm
It's
sure
gonna
we
be
passed
glorious. No, we haven't. Trust me, we haven't. Anyway, this one was sent by Sunny8B, and he asked, "Here's a question. Hello, is it me you're looking for, Lionel Richie? Or hello from the other side, Adele?"
Adele.
Ooh. Huh.
I'm gonna go with Lionel Richie because I don't like Adele songs.
That's fair.
I'm only going to go that route as well. I'm going to go with Lionel Richie because when I heard Adele's Hello, it was unfortunately because the manager of the place where I work had the song repeat 6 or 7 times in a fucking row.
God.
And you do that to any song, no matter how good it is, it will drive you fucking insane. So, like, it's probably unfair hatred towards that song because it's not the song's fault, it's not Adele's fault. It's just that I couldn't stand the song after that. So yeah, I'm going to go with Lionel Richie. TJ, you?
Can you repeat the question?
God damn it,
Sure.
TJ!
I may or may not be distracted.
Hello
No shit.
by Lionel Richie.
TJ,
or
stop playing with
Hello
your dick.
from the other side. Adele. Pick one.
Yeah, Giffy asked this question way better than I ever could.
I gotta go with Lionel Richie.
Nice.
Hello.
But
Is
hey,
it me
Giffy
you're
gets bonus
looking
points for
for?
singing.
Hey.
Calm down, John.
Get that
Shut
reference
up.
now.
On spot reference.
Right.
Yeah. Is it bad
This
that I
next
only
one-
watched it because of the Carlton Dunn episode and then I got addicted?
Man, the last episode of On the Spot I watched was the one with Jeff. And don't get me wrong, I really liked that episode, but after that, I just didn't go back to On the Spot yet. I mean to do it, binge watch it, but I'm so late with everything. Like, I'm 3 or 4 episodes of free play behind, and I really like that show.
I started at like episode 51 and it was really good.
You should watch the one with Jeff. It was fucking hilarious.
Anyway, that's On the Spot.
We should get John on the podcast.
Good luck with that.
No, seriously though. So this next one is by TDBTyler. What? And
Shows
the
how
question
many
is,
questions we've got left. I mean, what?
Tyler, please. The question is, what is your favorite mint? Spearmint, peppermint, lavender mint, etc., etc. And then, what? Oh, and he also wrote, I heard there's cat mint. Never tried that one before.
I hate mint so much. I hate
Damn
mint so much.
I didn't even know there were other varieties of mint. I thought it was all the same thing.
But Giffy, mint.
No buts. No buts. No mint. No soup for you.
No Tic
Good day,
Tacs.
sir.
So,
Good days.
wait, Tyler, which mint is a Tic Tac one?
Oh god, I don't remember. I think they're spearmint. Don't quote me on that.
I like Tic Tac.
It's been a while since I've actually had Tic Tacs. I'm more of a fan of mint Imperials, and I have no idea what actual mint type that is.
Of course, I like something with Imperials in the name.
Oh man, they're the fucking best. If you don't have them in your country, find them. Go somewhere else and
What did
find them.
TJ call you? Lobsterback?
That's
Why?
a historical term.
Yeah, I know, but why did people just come up with lobsterback?
Because they were redcoats.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I can see that.
Everything has a
Tyler,
reason.
stop being so imperial.
Yeah, science.
Try democracy for once, Jesus.
What the fuck? This is the only place where you can be like, oh, my favourite mint is this, and then suddenly your heritage is brought into question.
No, not
Oh,
suddenly.
man,
We
happens
had
all
that
the
going
time.
already.
Oh, yeah. It's always on our minds, like, oh man, I'm gonna have to ask Tyler again, why is he British?
Because
Not
that's where
there's
I was born.
Not that we have anything against British people, we're just really curious about Tyler's life choices.
He didn't
general.
choose it. He literally didn't choose it. I'll kill you.
It's like,
Didn't he though? Didn't he?
I don't think I was around 9 months before I was born to have a say in the matter. Just pointing it out there. It's like, I don't want to be British. I want you to go to France and have me born there, you know? It just doesn't work that way, Louise.
I'm just messing with you, Tyler.
Weird.
Seriously though, get your finger off your nose, please.
I'm actually halfway between face palming right now, so you're close. Yeah, what's your favourite mint type? I thought I would bring back the question.
Oh, you know. I don't know. Tic Tacs.
Giffy's just saying no to all of the Tic Tacs and mints.
No mint.
What about the orange Tic Tacs?
That's not mint, no.
Yeah, I know, but I just
No.
want to know if she dislikes all Tic Tacs.
Mint. I'm not even gonna dignify that with an answer.
No, seriously though, what about the orange ones? They're not mints.
No.
I just love the
Alright.
long exhale as if to say, listen, we've been through this.
We've been through this already.
What don't you understand?
Listen, mate.
Listen, mate, I'll bash your fucking head on a swarmy, mum.
You what? You gav.
You want, mate?
TJ, what about you?
I like mint.
It's which one?
All of them. All the mints.
So Giffy and TJ are on opposite sides of the mint liking spectrum.
That is the case.
Tyler knows what
Here's
mints he likes, and I absolutely have no fucking clue. I just like mints.
I honestly, like, when I asked that question, I was like, when I typed out, like, for instance, you know, peppermint, spearmint, I actually had to go and look if there were any other kind of mint types, because I was like, there has to be more than two. You know, peppermint, spearmint, everyone knows those. There's got to be more. There's shitloads of different types of mints that I've never even heard of, like cat mint. I just want to try that because I'm like, what the fuck is cat mint? Does it taste of cat? Why is it named that? It's fucking weird.
It's
Too many questions.
They feed leaves to the cats, like mint leaves, and then they shit out the candy.
That's incorrect. Don't fucking feed us all misinformation for your own fucking shiggles or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm actually going to look up what the
That's how
fuck
it
cat mint
happens.
is before Louise gives everyone bullshit.
Wait. Giffy, you have a cat, right?
Yes.
Feed your cat mint leaves, and you'll get free candy.
I'm
Trust
not
me.
feeding my cats mint leaves.
Your cat's gonna shit Tic Tacs.
My cat is not gonna eat mint leaves. I'm gonna fight you, I swear to God. Just straight up fighting.
I mean, if you're going to fight him, can you record it for us, please? I mean,
Absolutely.
Thank you.
RTX
Do you mean
2K16 Giffy fights Luis.
I'll send a cardboard cutout of me.
Please do.
Sorry, cough. No, you know when you cough and then, like, your eyes get watery?
Yes.
Are you okay? You're not crying,
yes,
are you?
I am crying. I am crying because Giffy doesn't want to feed her cat mint leaves.
Look. I'm not gonna do it.
Look, that's probably for the
Alright.
best as well, because I just read on this article out of the blue, it just says, like, the first sentence on there is, cat mint sends cats crazy.
Oh,
Is
shit.
it fucking catnip?
I think it actually might be catnip then, like, if it's worded like that.
What is catnip?
I'm guessing whatever catmint is.
Catnip is a plant that you give to cats, and they just go nuts for it. They go, like, just fucking nutty. It's crazy.
But why?
I don't know.
Like, why do you give cats catnip?
Because
Does it
it's
help with their
fucking funny.
bowel things? Oh, okay. It's just for sure. I thought it was something like it's good for their digestion or something.
So what I just discovered is catmint is a particular, like, the real name of it is like Nepeta or something. Look, it's Latin. I probably didn't pronounce that right. But apparently one brand of that kind of species is catnip. So yeah, catmints are pretty much catnip. Oh, that's weird. Maybe I won't try eating catmints then, you know. Or I might, you know, who knows. No, I definitely won't. Science. Louis, are you searching for another question?
Yes, I am. So this one is once more by Sunny8P, and he asked, if you were a pirate, would you have a peg leg, an eye patch, a hook hand, or a parrot that constantly insults you? You cannot have multiple, and the parrot cannot die or leave you. You have to choose just one.
I'm pretty sure I already have the parrot in the form of my subconscious telling me that I suck. So I'm gonna say the parrot. That way I can have two.
You can have two voices.
Thanks, voice in me head.
I'm probably going to go with parrot as well, because all of the other things are like a hook hand, but you've lost your hand, you know, a peg leg, but you've lost a part of your leg, an eye patch. I can only assume that you may have lost your eye.
No. You don't have to have lost your eye to wear an eye patch. I think
it can be just a poser.
Isn't a fucking theory about the eye patches that, like, not necessarily, they weren't worn necessarily because the pirates had lost their eyes, but so that they could have one eye that was accustomed to seeing in the dim lighting of the ship below or something?
Oh, that's interesting.
I've heard that, but I've also heard that this is a myth, so I'm not sure who to trust in this one.
I would have thought it would be better as well for, like, aiming, because, like, if you've got a gun, like, you can very quickly just aim with one eye, like, very quick. But if you have both of them, like, and you've got a gun, and you're trying to line up a shot, and you're not good with it, you know, they're not trained, they might fuck up and miss. Who knows?
Yeah. I mean,
theory number 2.
If I could just wear an eye patch without actually losing an eye, then I'll pick the eye patch.
Yeah, for me, it's actually between the parrot and the eye patch still.
Yeah. But if I had to lose an eye to get an eye patch, then I would choose a parrot. It would be fucking funny to have a parrot go like...
I would still go with the parrot, actually. Because, I mean, it's a pet. Yeah, it can be an asshole. Sorry, I can't pronounce words. It may be an asshole, but I've got dogs and other cats that I've had in the past, which were fucking assholes as well. So I'd rather have a parrot just to yell random insults, because they don't know it's directly at you. Like, the people around you would just hear this thing squawk and be like, "You're a prick!" You know, they don't know it's aimed at you.
Polly wants a cracker, dipshit!
Yeah. So yeah, I'll go with parrot.
Yeah,
Do you
I
hear
think
what about yourself?
that would be fucking funny.
So we can have like anything that a pirate might have had?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it can only choose one.
How about like a badass like pirate Captain Cloak?
No. The options are bag leg, an eye patch, a hook hand, or a parrot that constantly insults you. Otherwise, I would go with having a ship.
Yeah, that's true. I kind of gotta go with everyone else. I mean, there's really no... I mean, there's no way you can lose with a parrot that insults you. So I'll have to go with that. I mean, I just don't see what I could do with like a hook hand, except, I don't know, go work for a butcher or something.
Man door, hand hook, car door.
I guess with the eye patch as well, like, I'm only saying parrot because I really don't want the risk of losing an eye to have an eye patch.
Yeah. Although, one of the influences for the parrot for me is I recently saw a video of a guy that had like a cockatoo, and it did nothing. Like, the guy smashed in the cockatoo's cage, and it just sounded like it kept saying, like, calling the guy like a motherfucker and things like that, and it was hilarious.
Yeah, I love the video. I can't remember what I typed up to find it, but this cockatoo just goes fucking insane, and he's like, fucking. It looks like he's having a right go. It's brilliant. The fact that it's learned all those swearing, because it's not just yelling, fuck. It's yelling out like complete sentences. It's brilliant. This is the part where Luis is quiet because he's watching it.
Nah, I'm checking the video. I'm not exactly watching it.
It starts at 1:07, I think, if you guys just want to skip there so we don't have awkward silences. Not that it matters, because Tyler's going to edit all of that out, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Right?
Maybe.
Hey, note to future Luis. Put the video you saved as TJ's video on the link shader. Yeah, thank you.
Well, what if I send you more than one video?
Quick, send another video.
TJ's bird video 2, TJ's bird video 3, TJ's bird video 4. We can go on forever, dude.
Just an entire folder of bird videos from me.
Tyler's mandatory Blake gif. I don't know.
Wait, mandatory what? Because you got off and it sounded weird on my end.
Tyler's mandatory Blake gif.
Oh, okay, yeah, that sounds way nicer.
So if I could have that cockatoo as my parrot, I'd be okay.
Well, but a cockatoo is a cockatoo and it's a parrot.
But I mean, it's the same idea. Just have it, like, just spew off swear words when I'm wandering around. No, like they both learn English words.
Well, yes, but isn't a parrot like a specific word?
Yes, it is, but I'm saying it's the same idea. It's not the same animal, but it's the same idea. You teach it to, say fuck 15 times in a minute, and you have a parrot that does that, and it's awesome.
TJ, I'm sorry to say, it's not the same thing.
I agree with you. It's not the same thing. It's the same idea. I'll fight you on this.
I love how this is like the most that TJ's spoken on this particular podcast, and it's arguing with Louise.
It's just
That's what I'm here
mandatory
for.
15 seconds.
My mandatory 15 seconds of speech have just evaporated now.
TJ gets to drink water today.
If you need me, I'll be in my trailer.
Fucking hell.
But well, yeah, I guess that does for this week's questions. Giffy, before we wrap up, would you like to ask the audience a question?
Okay. What is your favorite, like, really old game? Like, something that you can just keep going back to and you're just like, yeah, this game. All right.
I know mine.
Question.
You want to answer that one, Tyler?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Normally when people ask the audience a question, I'm just like, I leave it for the audience. Crash
It's
Team
because
Racing.
you made a noise. I thought you wanted...
Yeah, CTR Crash Team Racing. I can always go back to that game.
That game's amazing.
1v1 me.
Yeah, usually we don't give answers to the questions for the audience. Perhaps we should start doing that. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and participate. I would say maybe Oddworld, Abe's Odyssey, or Abe's Exodus, or Max Payne 2.
Max Payne.
Yeah. It got to a point that I could finish the campaign like super fast and without barely taking a scratch. I speak very good at that game.
I thought you were going to say that you could finish the dialogue sentences because you've played it so much.
That too. Sometimes I knew the lines.
You finish each other's sentences.
Oh
my.
The past is a gaping hole. It's how the game starts.
Mind you, I'm in no position to say that because in the RWBY quiz yesterday, one of the things was like, how does Penny describe her relationship with Ciel? You know, the other random chick that gets like 2 seconds of screen time in a particular episode.
She is my teammate.
Yeah, everyone answered with like, you know, teammate, like that. And I just sat down and literally quoted what she said, which was, you know...
dweeb.
Yeah, exactly. I can't take the piss out of anyone because I literally knew the line. I was like, she's like, Blake, if she was ordered to spend time with you. I was like, how do I remember that shit? I need help, guys. I think I'm addicted to RWBY. Someone needs to put me in my place. And a straight jacket.
And cue Coldplay's My Place.
Followed by Paradise.
I don't know why. Or bad, I don't know. So, everyone, thank you so much for listening. Giffy, thank you so much for being with us today.
No problem.
Don't forget to check out the outro to find out how to interact with us. And also the link shader for all the links we discussed, which were quite a lot this time. You know, it's going to be fun doing this. And yeah, so until next week, don't confuse cockatoos with parrots like TJ did. Bye.
I did not confuse
Bye.
them. I deny these allegations.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to the Shifty Key Podcast. The intro and outro music is provided to us by our editor, TDBTyler. To get more involved with the Shifty Key Podcast, you can answer the questions for the audience asked by our guests, or even ask the cast a question of your very own, either here in the YouTube comments or in our Rooster Teeth group. To keep updated with this channel's shenanigans, you can follow us on Twitter, join and watch our group on Rooster Teeth, or simply subscribe. All links will be in the description. Until next week, goodbye.
Oh god,
Bye.
you guys. That's going to be the highlight of this thing, is that, you know, an hour into it, cockatoos versus parrots. Crying out loud. I'm shaking my head at you. Heads have been shook.
I'll make a Twitter poll. you'll see you were wrong.
Are you still there?
Oh yeah, Tyler's still recording.
Giffy, I genuinely have to ask, how the fuck do you even do that?
It's hard to describe. It involves speaking from the top back of your throat and doing a lot of really sharp pitch changes, I guess.
I'm not even gonna try. Like,
Hello,
feel like-
who are you? What is that? Oh, what's that? What is that? That thing has numbers on it. Ew,
That's
what
creepy.
happened to your legs? Do you smell something burning?
I feel like I almost, like every podcast we've had with Giffy, I've brought up the bloody turret voice, but I'm still amazed every time you do it, because I forget that you can do it, and then you would randomly be like, hello, and it's like, what the fuck? Where did that come from?
It's how I do.
You're scary. Anyway, I better stop these recordings. Any last words before I shut it all down? 3, 2, 1.
Tit.